ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
Thank you very much for creating the project Dubai that we are now enjoying so much. As a resident, as a businessman, as an employee or anyone else, I love it here. I loved it here always, and me and my family feel safe.
Good morning and welcome to our program. Today we are with a special guest, Mr. Artem Avanesov, and he is the CEO of Luxury Business. And today we will explore his January and we will talk about his future plan. Initially, welcome, Mr. So initially, could you talk about your professional career and talk about your certification do you have?
Yes, first of all, thank you for having me and thank you for being here. We're delighted to have you here with us. About myself, I have a very linear experience. I graduated Hospitality and Tourism University, and I worked in all sorts of positions in the hotel, except of probably accounting and housekeeping. I worked at reception, I worked as a guest relation, as a bellman, literally on any position. So I pretty much know how hotel business operates from inside out, which I think is very important for any leader to have that idea about how his team members, what they're going through, and how they're conducting their duties. Then I actually lived here in Dubai in 2010 for a year, and that was a very different city back then. It changed so much. Now it's 2024, and we can see that I can see personally by my own experience that I lived in two different cities. There was a Dubai of 2010 and Dubai of 2024. Then when I left, I appeared in the industry that was very new to me and very unusual for me, but it suited me perfectly. That is lifestyle management and concierge services. My first task as a concierge services back office manager when I joined them in 2011, it was to find Chanel shoe, a pair of Chanel shoes of a particular size for a client. It did not matter how much it would cost, it did not matter where I will find it, but literally it took me about 6 hours to find that particular pair of shoes for that particular size. And then at the end of the day, we ordered it, it has been delivered, it's like everything was fine. But then I asked my question, was that my job? Did I actually today all I did, I just called shops and tried to find a pair of shoes, right? So that was really, really cool. I loved it, and that's how I embarked on the journey of lifestyle management and concierge services. And up until now, I feel excited about everything I do. We've come to the point where we built concierge services members only club for ultra high net worth individuals. We're turning 10 years this year, and about 2 years ago, we've started having plans for the new business, our newest venture, which is Banya Forrest, where we sit right now. And thank you very much. Thank you, very kind. So that's So the journey started as a hospitality and tourism, and it's continuing as a hospitality and tourism. So it's very linear, but I feel like with the concierge services business, I found out a lot of wide experience rather than precisely just the hotel or a travel agency or transportation company. So I love it, and that's where I am right now.
Amazing. So could you tell us, please, what impressed you to start your luxury business?
Yes, so Banya Forest itself is an incorporation of an idea that we started about 2 years ago. Me personally, I believe that it's a big crime that people all over the world, they do not know about the concept, about the Banya itself. I feel like many people are using just only what they're being given, and they just simply don't know about other experiences. I feel that Banya as a concept is something very different, something unusual, and something that brings you so much more benefit than regular, more famous alternatives like saunas, hammams, which also have benefits for sure, but they're very different. What we're trying to do, and this is our goal from the day one, first we're making people happy, and I truly believe that if that is your goal, you will always be successful, regardless of the numbers, regardless of any hurdles, and that is how we're succeeding every day, because I see happy faces leaving our establishment. So with regards to what actually drove us to do this, it's we're building a community. We're building, it's not just your regular spa, your regular wellness business, right? So we added to the very common and famous concept of hot-cold repeat. We added one very important from our perspective part is a rest. So we have a hot-cold rest repeat, right? Adding this element, and in particular in our establishment, it's a restaurant area or a lounge area where you spend most of the 3-hour time session. That gives such a new twist to the whole thing. We have now I see people coming as strangers to the place, right? And leaving as friends. Then the next time they're coming together. We've created the community, and that was the whole purpose of it, to create the community of like-minded people who care about themselves, who care about their health and about wellness. And that's what we're after.
Creative idea, actually. Okay, so could you tell us how, or did you face any challenges, and how did you deal with it and handle it?
Oh yes, definitely. We still are the only public banya in GCC. Being first is always challenging, right? So we've been through all sorts of hoops to set up to get the licenses that we need, to get the permits that we need to build the thing, right? And all of that is not as easy as it sounds, because for instance, like the stove inside the steam room, it weighs 32 tons, right? So that means it's a very heavy piece of equipment. It has to be only on the ground floor without any underground parking. It has to be explained to authorities that we've done everything in order to protect the building, in order to make sure that it's going to be safe, right? But that's what I love about Dubai. This is what excites me, and that's why the first project is here. You can talk to the government. You can discuss. It's not like back in the UK where if there is a checklist and and you're not ticking one of the boxes, there is nothing you can do. That's it. You go, right? Here, if you don't check one of the boxes, what we've done, for example, we try to understand why that checkbox is there. What is the reason behind it? So the reason behind that checkbox is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we try to think outside of the box. We came to the government. We said, look, we understand the reasons of 1, 2, 3, and we're going to follow those reasons, and they're going to be abided, right? But we still want to do it, and we're going to do it in this way. They say, okay, show me how. And we did, and that's why we're sitting here. So that's why I love Dubai. I love how it's easy to do business here, and I'm very happy that all the challenges that we faced it was possible to sort them out.
Of course, there's a people they support you. Let me say a key supporters. Could you talk about them and how their support help you in your career?
Oh wow! Well, if we're talking about personally, it's my wife. As I told you in the very beginning, I've lived in Dubai in 2010, and we came here together as girlfriend and boyfriend. And back then we were not married yet, and then we moved out. We got married. And up until today, she's the one who's giving me strength, power, to go through all of this. Like some people say that even this place that is built here is built on her energy, because even though she was not laying bricks, but she was giving me energy to continue, right? So that's basically throughout all my journey.
All the thanks for your wife, and let's begin with your business. Could you tell us please, how did you grow your business?
Okay, well, if we start with the BSI Lifestyle, for example, which is the concierge services club, that was created as I said, as an exclusive community for ultra high net worth individuals. It was initially a group of friends, right? And that group of friends, imagine yourself Richard Branson, right? Richard Branson, how do you get Richard Branson as a client of a concierge services club? Someone has to recommend him. He doesn't, the targeting in the Instagram will not work for him, right? So it's only word of mouth. So that's how it all started, and we grew organically, right? So it was a community, it was already a small community, but then one of our clients is coming to a hotel, and his friend is coming to the hotel at the same time. And they've booked the same rooms, right? But our client is being greeted by the general manager, who is running and say, "Oh my God, it's Mr. X. Thank you very much, you're here. Finally, we were waiting for you." And his friend is looking, it's like, okay, why no one is coming to me? And say, okay, what happened? How did you book? I booked like that. You say, here's the number, go and give it a try. And that's pretty much it. That's how we continue to grow, and that's how all the growth of the BSI Lifestyle happened and is happening up until today. We have a cap of 200 accounts, and so we don't go over that, purely just to maintain the level of customer service. If we're talking about Banya Forrest, that is very different, because we obviously are first in the market. So first of all, first clients who came here, those are Russian speakers who know of the concept, of course. But from the day one, since the inception, our goal was non-Russian speakers. Everyone. It's not just non-Russian speakers, everyone that need to find out about the concept. So we had to educate the market. We keep bringing people, we opened 6 months ago, and we keep bringing up until today people here who do not know about the concept just to give it a try. We have ambassadors who are going out there. We do not work on any monetary basis. It's purely if a person loves it, and I haven't seen anyone who doesn't, honestly. If a person loves it, they go out there and they bring their friend, and that's how we're growing this business.
So how did your early experience shape your leadership?
Well, I must say I learned from the reverse, if that is clear. Basically, I've seen bad leadership. I've been under bad leadership, and what helped me is I learned from them the good things, because they were leaders, so there were good things as well. I learned from them the good things, but then I also learned as an employee, right? I learned what is not good for me when the leader does. Now, up until today, what I'm trying to do is to remember those lessons. When I'm making any decision, when I'm talking to an employee, when I'm trying to sort out the problem or whatever it is, I'm trying to remember that experience and think from the employee's perspective. That, okay, right now in front of you is the boss who is trying to tell you something, and the way he does that, the way he sorts out the problem, whether he listens or not, whether he addresses exactly your concerns or he's just brushing them off, that is very important. And that is what I learned, unfortunately, from the negative experience, but that helped me to shape into the leadership I practice today.
Wow. So how do you keep your special service while expanding?
Well, if we're talking about the concierge services, then it's probably the cap of the amount of members. We have only 200 and we don't expand beyond that. That is because we have the right structure in order to control the level of the services that we provide, and we keep that way, right? In terms of the offering that we give them, our team is constantly traveling around the world. We're going on all the major exhibitions. We are visiting the hotels that our clients are going to live in. So we know that the room number 37 is going to be not really a good option for our client because it's facing the construction right now. So we will bring them to a different wing. And to know that, you have to be there. So that's what we do in BSI. In terms of Banya, well, to be fair, we've brought the best practices. We have the best team, and we keep improving. We listen to our customers. We see if we, again, it's our first project as a wellness business, so we listen to them. If we see that we're doing something wrong or something can be adjusted, or there is any room for improvement, we do that.
I think it's the important thing to listen for your customers.
100%. 100%.
At least you're trying to take idea from them and see if there's something wrong, you can change it. It's a good idea, actually.
You're absolutely right. And we have even the rule in both businesses. We do not say no to the customer. The word no doesn't exist. If there is a problem, we always address it. If there is something that customer wants, we will never say no, even if it's something, let's be honest, maybe sometimes ridiculous, right? But we will never say no. We will find an alternative. We'll try to understand why he wants this or why she wants this. What is the purpose of it? And then we will try to figure it out how to actually deliver what they want without actually delivering what they asked for.
So, Mr., what strategies help you to improve your business?
Well, with regards to BSI lifestyle, that is quite simple, is the highest level of customer service. For me, customer service is predicting what clients want. When you as a customer come into a place and they actually think through the details you didn't know that you actually needed, that is a good customer service. Wow. If you are coming to the place where they know you because you've been their regular customer and they know in advance what exactly you're gonna offer, you're gonna order, what exactly you want and need, what are your habits, that is a good customer service. So with Concierge Services Club, the BSR lifestyle, that is exactly what we do. We know that if Mr. X likes to book a flight in business class on the row 2 next to the aisle, he doesn't need to repeat this to us. Whenever he books next flight, he's going to sit in the row 2 next to the aisle, right? So the customer service, that's 100%. With regards to wellness business, the Banya Forrest, well, it is customer service as well, and attention to details. We think through everything. Even the chair that I'm sitting at right now, it took us about 2 months to approve the chair. It's custom made. The height of the armrest, the curve of the corner, yeah, everything, every single detail was set through, because there is a reason for this. So you and I would actually feel comfortable in this chair, right? So all those, that is the attention to details, and that is what we strive for in order to keep improving the business.
So what do you have advice for young people and for the new owners business?
Well, first of all, come to Dubai. To be honest, me as someone who lived in many different places, who lived in different countries, I'm myself, I'm British Ukrainian, so I have lots of different experiences. I lived in Dubai in 2010, and now I'm in Dubai again. Right now is the right time and right place to open the business here. This is the place where you can speak to the government. This is the place that will encourage you and will help you in order to grow. This is the place where you can always ask for help, and that's help, and you will get that help. So if you want to open the business, do it. If you want to open the business and be very successful, do it in Dubai.
You made me feel like excited to open business in Dubai, actually.
Maybe you should.
So, okay, we need a thankful message for the UAE leaders for their support.
To UAE leadership, thank you very much for creating the project Dubai that we are now enjoying so much. As a resident, as a businessman, as an employee, or anyone else, I love it here. I loved it here always, and me and my family feel safe. My employees feel safe, and I see and I know that with all the plans in the future and with all the experience there was in the past, I know that this country and this city is going to be striving and is going to be prosperous, and that is the place where I see myself in the future growing together with Dubai. So thank you very much for such an amazing place.
So thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished our channel. See you next week. Bye-bye.